What's up, guys? Blake Baker back again with another video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you would please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, get the alerts for when I post a new video. That way you don't miss a thing. I hope everybody's having an awesome new year so far. I ended the year really strong. December was actually my best month of the year last year, which is not very typical. Typically that's the slower time of year. So I've been staying busy and I'm loving it. So what's going to happen in 2022? I'm sure a lot of people watching this are on the fence about selling or buying, but are worried about making a move because they don't know if they're going to be able to buy something at a decent price or at all. So when people say inventory is historically low, let me tell you a little bit about what that actually means. For example, all home sales last year, 15% of those, so 15% of all home sales were new construction. If you compare that to 1989 was 29% new construction sales, and that just tells you how many more new homes compared to the population they were building at that time. And what we have now is basically half of that, which is not enough nearly, obviously. So now what that's left us with is more new construction definitely is going up right now compared to the last couple years, but we're still at a huge shortage of new construction, so we're trying to make up for like a 10-year shortage as quickly as we can. So we'll see how that goes and what happens. 90% of homes in this market are going under contract within 30 days. That's definitely been my experience, 100%. But if you compare that to 1991, Brian Buffini and company, they're an awesome referral training business for real estate, and it really works for any job, any sales job, I would say. So I highly recommend Buffini. But he says that in 1991 in San Diego, the average days on market was 186 days on the market. I've never been in a market like that, and I don't know what I would tell a seller if hey, your average days on market, you're going to be on 6 months before we get a buyer on average. That's pretty rough. Buyers are typically purchasing at 100% of the asking price, and that's been my experience. Anything decent that's in good shape, yes, it's and priced correctly, it's going to go for asking price. And then additionally, 29% of buyers are paying over that asking price, which is just bonkers. And on average, and this is kind of what you can expect, so going up front, on average, buyers are looking for 8 weeks, and then they're looking at 8 homes before landing one under contract. So what does the economy look like? Well, how's that going to affect real estate? I'm sure everybody's aware of the inflation we're seeing right now, and let me explain a little bit about how that's going to affect real estate. If you look at the unemployment numbers, we are essentially back to normal from pre-pandemic numbers, but my prediction and what NAR thinks is going to happen, what Buffini thinks is going to happen, and I agree with them, is that we're going to see an inventory, not necessarily a surge, but we're going to see an inventory. It's going to get, we're going to have more inventory. It's going to get a little easier to buy for several different reasons. One of those reasons would be higher mortgage rates. It's supposed to jump from like a 3.1 to a 3.7. That's something to keep an eye on. Nothing crazy, but like I said, keep an eye on it. Part of the reason rates are going up is the inflation we're seeing. So when a bank lends out money, the money they're getting paid back is actually worth less than the money they lent. So what they do is they're just going to bump the rate to make that correction for the inflation, thus rising interest rates. Also, mortgage forbearance, so people who were laid off of their jobs or were furloughed, etc., they were able to get by without paying their mortgage for quite a while. But once the mortgage forbearance goes away, you're going to have people that just haven't gotten another job yet and can't afford to live in the house, and they're going to end up listing it. They're not going to foreclose because of the rapid rise in prices, so they're not going to have to foreclose. They'll be able to list it, sell it, make a little profit, and then go about their life. So here's a little fun fact. We have 4 million job openings, and people are really holding out for higher paying jobs. And what I've seen lately, and according to the numbers, we've gone from 1 million to 1.4 million NAR members, meaning realtors. So, and I have a lot of friends that have recently got their license, and if you are a recent licensee and you have any questions, I'm happy to help you. Just hit me in the DMs, and whatever situation you have, I'm happy to help you out, because I know how it feels to be a new agent. So if you're wondering if it's a good time to buy or sell in 2022, the answer is definitely yes. We're going to have a little bit more inventory than we had this last year, which is good. It'll balance the market out a little bit and give everybody a fair shot. We'll have sellers getting top dollar for their listings, and then we'll have buyers that are going to be able to buy an asset that's going to ride out the inflation and be a hedge against that inflation for years to come for sure. They're not making any more real estate. That's what I've always heard. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Again, please like, please subscribe, turn the notifications on so you don't miss a video. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you later.